Hi kids, today we'll be learning how to apply the heuristic of simplifying the problem to solve word problems involving the four operations. Before we continue, let us first read an example problem. Peter has 108 more stamps than Kenneth. If Kenneth gives Peter 24 stamps, Peter will have twice as many stamps as Kenneth. How many stamps does each of them have at first? Now, on reading the question, this looks like an extremely challenging question to solve. And to be frank, most of us will not know where we need to start or how to start. By using the idea of simplifying the problem, we break this problem down into smaller and more manageable parts, which are much easier to solve. So to simplify the problem, we first look at the first part over here. Peter has 108 more stamps than Kenneth. Now, because of the keyword 108 more stamps, we can easily draw a model to represent that statement. The model will simply be a comparison model, with Peter having the longer model, Kenneth the shorter one, with 108 the difference. Now, we're now going to look at the second part of the problem. As with the first part here, we have nothing else we can do. The second part of the problem is simple. If Kenneth gives Peter 24 stamps, which means taking the model we drew earlier, we're going to shift 24 of Kenneth's stamps to Peter's to look like this. Now the question here is, what is the new difference? Okay, I'll give you all some time to think about it. Now take note, some of you may be wondering why this 24 or how this 24 came about. This 24 over here is of the same size as the 24 that Kenneth gave to Peter. By putting the 24 over here on Peter's model, we can now easily determine the new difference in number of stamps between Peter and Kenneth. And how do we do that? We simply take 100. Okay, remember, this is the new difference we are looking for. Okay, and to find this difference, it's simple. It's just 108 plus 24 plus 24. This gives me 156. 156 is the new difference in number of stamps between Peter and Kenneth. Once again, to go through, what we did was to take this 24 stamps from Kenneth and give it to Peter. So this is the new part Peter has. Well, this part from Kenneth has been removed. Now when I remove this 24, I also created this piece of 24 over here for Peter's model over here, because it is indeed 24. By doing this, it's easy to determine the difference to be 108 plus 24 plus 24 to give you 156. Now moving on. I now split the problem into a third part. Peter will have twice as many stamps as Kenneth. Now that is an easy model to draw. The model will look like this. And then you'll be wondering, oh, where does this 156 came from? Remember that after Kenneth gives Peter 24 stamps, Peter now has 156 more stamps than Kenneth. This was found out in the previous part, part 2. Now to recap, the three models we have drawn so far are these. The first part over here, we drew a comparison model with 108 as the difference. The second part of the problem, we drew yet another comparison model where we saw the shift of Kenneth's 24 to Peter, and we found out this new difference here to be 156. Once again, this 156 was obtained by adding 108 plus 24 plus 24. Finally, the third part of the model, or the third part of the problem, sees Peter having twice as many stamps as Kenneth. and this all happened all after Kenneth shifted 24 stems to Peter. Hence the difference remains 156 as obtained from part 2. Now to solve the problem, it becomes simple. Just by looking at the third model, it is clear that 1 unit represents 156 stems, which means that after giving 24 stems to Peter, Kenneth has 156 stems left. Now, to find how many stems Kenneth has at first, we just take 156 plus 24, which gives us 180. Take note, once again, this is the number of stems Kenneth has at first. And remember, originally, Peter has 108 more stems than Kenneth. So to find the number of stems Peter has at first, we simply take 180 plus 108 to give me 288. So now we have already solved the question. Originally, Kenneth has 180 stems, while Peter has 288 stems. So to recap what we have done, we use the heuristic of simplifying the problem to break down a difficult problem into manageable parts. In this case, we broke it down into 3 different parts. We drew models for each of the respective parts and attempted to solve the question. Take note, where we simplify the problem, we do not need to break the problem down to 3 parts. In particular, in certain problems, 2 parts will all be that is necessary, sometimes 4 parts. It depends on the question. Thank you.